Oh, baby, 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 baby. It's Friday. It's Friday, baby. That's right. It's Friday, and we are here this morning for you guys. Absolutely live. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show on this beautiful Friday morning. We're here today live. Yes, we are. It's a fact. You can't be beat. It won't be beat. Ladies and gentlemen, best fans in the world, you guys run them across. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Who's all here? Well, let's go and see. But first, let me say hello. Welcome to the show. It's Friday. I'm so happy the weekend's coming up. Oh, my goodness. Great stuff coming up this weekend. Lots of sleep. No, I'll tell you what, though. Because like the other day, I wrapped early because I wasn't feeling good. And this morning, and I'm starting to remember, and I always knew this, and I've even talked about it on the air before, but now that I'm actually here and I'm physically in it, it's somewhat different. Remembering the feeling as opposed to feeling the feeling is something different. one of the few things I actually liked when I was in Florida was my allergies almost never bothered me. But when I was up here, my whole head and everything, I was always messed up from my allergies. And now that I've been back up here for a couple weeks, and springtime starting to actually become spring, it's starting to hit me. This morning I was a wreck, um, but I'm here. Um, so anyway, hello guys, welcome to the show. Who was the first person here today? It was Cliff Higson. All right, good day to you. Good day, Mr. Higson. Great to have you here. Yes, here's your happy dance, buddy. All right, yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Welcome to first place, Cliff. Number 2, Little Chihuahua. What's up? Woo-hoo. Oh, wait, who did I miss? Did I miss Brian Showman? Oh, I'm way down already. I skipped. I'm sorry. David E. Persons was number 2. Goodeth morningeth. All of you with people who these and those and thous. Good morning. Welcome to the show, David. There's Little Chihuahua. All right. Good morning, Rash. Thank God it's Friday. Absolutely. Brian Showman say, hey, what's up, Brian? Great to see you. Cliff Higson, Little Chihuahua, King Stew 2000. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, Mr. King Stew. Robert Thomas, good morning, happy Friday. Good morning to you too, sir. Happy Friday indeed. I'm going to try this one again. Nils Karchewski. Nils says, so on time today to say heartfelt moin from Hamburg to all rashers out there. Good morning. I don't know. The only German I know is what I learned from listening to Kraftwerk. It's in their robot there. It's the model. It's the robot. I don't know. I just say it phonetically, Fahren auf der Autobahn. Fahren auf der Autobahn. I have no idea. Probably sound like an idiot. Oh, I probably do anyway. We got Little Chihuahua. We got Highway Star. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Showman for $20. Thank you so much. Holy crap. I had a recent epiphany. I used to try and sympathize with these soft set frauditors as misguided idealists. Don Quixote fighting the windmill. However, Don Quixote was gutless. His innocent perception of reality harmed no one else. Yes. See, Don Quixote didn't actually go after other people. He went after windmills. These guys are going after actual people, individual humans. That's not my entire what they do. But if you look, the majority of my videos and the majority of the stuff I cover is when they go after civilians. Because to me, that's the worst part of the whole thing, right? Let's see. These guys, they drive me nuts with their nonsensical dumbness. Thank you so much for the $20. Here's your happy dance. All right, you get another one because that played weird. All right, yes. I've noticed without my soundboard, since I have to rely on the sounds from inside StreamYard, like just now, like sometimes I'll hit the button and it won't play right away, and I have to wait for it to load, or it'll like what happened just now, and I've heard this before. It'll start slow and then speed up. It went, what the heck was that? Little Chihuahua, Brian Showman, Highway Star. Yeah. Oh, guileless, not gutless. Okay, no guy. Okay, did I read it wrong, or did you? Oh no, it said okay. Gotcha. You know what's interesting? For those of you who don't know, last night, Dr. Leno Doc Leno's show. If you're not subscribed, you should go check out Doc Leno. He's cool. He does something different. It's Doc Leno's story time. But he does these things besides him reading stories out loud. He does these live streams where they talk about different subjects. Like last week, the subject was like people getting books published and what people have to go through, like writers, what they have to go through to get it done. A lot of some fascinating stuff. And then yesterday, they were talking about popular words and phrases and different quotes and where they came from and what the etymology of those words were. And it was actually pretty awesome because, again, it was interesting. It was fascinating, learning a lot. But also, it's funny because you mentioned Don Quixote, and that was one of the books that a lot of the phrases and stuff that everyone says every day originally came from. So that was pretty cool. Highway Star Floated. And speaking of which, addressing the drama llama. Sup, good morning, everyone. Great to see you at work. So just be listening, not chatting so much. Hey, that's all right. We love our worker lurkers. I used to be a worker lurker myself. There were some live shows I would always listen to while at work. Awesome. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Brian Showman for $2. All right. Don Quixote was guileless, innocent. Yes. See, there you go. He didn't do any of it on purpose. These guys do. So yeah, there you go. And once again, back where you get yourself a happy dance. All right. Yes, now we're talking. All right, let's see. What do we got? Cliff Hickson, no 30-minute notification today either has. Oh, my goodness gracious me. I'm so sorry. Well, it's Friday. What are you going to do? I love you guys. Brian Showman, darn, took me long enough to get that right. Oh, well, that's all right. Mole in a hole, good morning. Good morning to you, too. Almost. Nils check. Dang damn it. Nils Karchevsky. All right, Karchevsky. What did I say? Karchewski? Karchevsky? All right, that's pretty awesome. Hold on. The only reason I even came close at all is because I'm Polish, I think. I don't know. Let's see. Mole in a hole. Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. Good morning, Hez and all the Rash crew. I wonder if Hez will notice I'm here and do a shout out. Nope. Never. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel as well. Chuck is here. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, Chuck. Great to see you. Lisa Alcazar, happy Friday. Yeah, thank God it's Friday. That's what I'm talking about. God, it's Friday. We're going to scream and shout about a Friday. Oh, Friday. Thank God it's Friday. All day today. I don't know, man. So anyway, yes. We had a lot of fun last night on Doc Leno's stream. Watching that whole thing was fun. It was very educational. We had a lot of fun. A lot of people were making a lot of suggestions. We didn't even have time to get to everything. At one point, they did have me come up on panel. Ray was there. Will was there. BS Crazy Girl was there. A lot of good people. A lot of fun. What do we got? Who's this? Ballum. Hey, good evening. Hey, good evening to you too. I see we're global, ladies and gentlemen. There's people in here right now from the United States, from Canada, from the UK, from Australia. We're all over the place, man. We don't fool around here in the Hezokuai Show. Mole in a Hole wants to know Monster or Nestle Quick. Well, I mean, Nestle Quick is the classic, right? Like you just take your milk, you put a couple spoons in there, stir it up, you're ready, good to go. Easy peasy, power soaky. But what's that stuff? Griffey gave it to me. I haven't tried it yet. It's in Florida, but I do plan on when I go back there to pick up my stuff, I'm going to grab it. It's some kind of a chocolate. It's in a can. It's like chocolate sauce in a can. It's supposed to be really healthy or high energy. What's it called though? I can't remember it. Milo, that's it. Thank you, Jason D. All right. Yes. I haven't tried the Milo yet. So there might be a contender out there to beat Nestle Quick, or maybe even Hershey syrup. I don't know. You know what I like though, like when it comes to like just chocolate milk, cold whatever is chocolate milk. But when it comes to hot chocolate, for some reason, that's a completely different animal for me. And for that, that's when I start getting into like I know I'm going to say it wrong, the Giraldi, or it's like spelled Ghirardelli, but I don't think it's pronounced Ghirardelli. But that stuff is so good. Hey, Katie Zed is here. What's up, Katie? Good to see you. And Osmodius, oh my goodness, reporting from the state of confusion or the state of Georgia, pretty much the same thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's good stuff. Yeah. Hey. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Anyway, woo. So what else we got? Who else is here? Carrie T is here. Great to have you here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you too. Hello, how you doing? Great to see you, as always. So many wonderful, beautiful, amazing, fantastic people here every day. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world, the Rash family. Oh, you guys are the best. Seriously, I always say this, but I haven't said it in a while, so I want to reiterate that, like, sometimes like today, like I was saying earlier, since I've been back up here, my allergies always go nuts when I'm up north. And so I'm just going to have to get used to it, start taking my allergy pills again. Because the whole time I was in Florida, it didn't really bother me much, except maybe once in a great while. So I never even thought about it. But since I've been back up here, like today, this morning, I woke up and I was just, it felt like there was a brick inside of my face. Like it was just, my allergies were kicking my butt and I'm still feeling it. My nose is running like crazy. I'm trying not to, get weird on the air or whatever. Anyway, the point is, like, if I look a little bit off my game today, that's probably why. But it's okay. I'm going to try my best to do my best to entertain you guys and keep you guys happy. Because, that's what I was getting into. I was saying that every day I wake up, and again, I haven't talked about this in a while, but today in particular, because I woke up feeling crappy, I wanted to really reiterate that when I come in here and I start seeing you guys and I start hanging out with you guys, it always makes me feel better. At least emotionally, it always cheers me up to be here and to do this. So every morning, even in the morning where I wake up and it's like, oh man, I don't want to get out of bed today. I don't feel good. This ain't right. To come here and to hang out with you guys always helps put me in a better mood. It makes me more chipper. So thank you guys for being here as always. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Ding dong, dang, 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 dang. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And it is Friday. So tomorrow, don't forget, Doc Leno is going to be my guest on my show tomorrow, the Saturday Night Snafu at, I guess, at 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Since it's Doc Leno, we're going to be talking about pretty much whatever he wants to talk about. It's going to be good stuff. Thank you, Katie Zed. All right. Oh, look, Electric Glide 28 is here. All right. Hello, all. Made it to the show. Yes, you did. Thank you so much for joining us. Did you guys see that I actually put out a new video? So we got that if you guys want to watch it. But in the meantime, I wanted to start the show with video from the one and only, let's see, is he here yet? Let's see. Another episode of Rim Shot Theater. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the other thing, too. Once I go back to Florida, I'm not going back to Florida, but I have to go back there to pick up all my stuff and bring it here. When I do that, then I'll actually have my regular computer back and I'll be able to read your comments without having to go like this to see them. It's true. It's true. All right, comic room shot theater. There you go. See what I mean with the delay? You always cheer us up, especially now we can laugh at your Bears jerseys as well. You don't even know anything about American football. Quiet you with your snooker. Well, you hit the red ball first before you could hit any other balls. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show with the video by the one and only Unclean Hands. All right.
Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a video today that you might have seen before. This is a news clip of that very same incident where the sovereign citizen woman gets yanked out of her car, and then her boyfriend comes to pick her up, and he gets yanked out of his car too because he's got the same fake license plate she had. It's so stupid. I don't know why these people keep doing this. Anyway, let's check out the news article first.
To new details on an arrest that's going viral. Sunny Isles Beach police zeroing in on a luxury car with counterfeit diplomatic plates. We've learned it may be tied to the sovereign citizen movement. Local 10 crime specialist Bridget Matter is live with more on these bizarre run-ins. Bridget.
So we spoke to an expert with the Anti-Defamation League. He says the sovereign citizens movement has gained traction in the U.S. in the last few years.
Sorry, darling, it's been around a lot longer than that. Get it right. Get it right.
And police have seen many bizarre traffic stops like the one we're showing you today.
Step out of the car. No jurisdiction over you. She is not a United States citizen.
This Sunny Isles Beach traffic stop made the rounds on social media when officers forcibly removed 32-year-old Cecilia Mercado from her car when police say she wouldn't comply.
What you're looking at right now is exactly why it went around on social media. Look at how she's dressed. Of course, people are going to do it. They're going to do a video on it, for crying out loud. What are you, crazy?
The person yelling to police that she's not a U.S. citizen is her boyfriend.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Unclean. I love you, brother. But I covered this video when it first came out. And it had nothing to do with the way she was dressed. It was because it was a sovereign citizen video. I love it. Anyway, back to the video, guys.
For having what police say are fake diplomatic plates on her car. We asked Mercado about claims she has diplomatic immunity. We were met with several different answers regarding her citizenship status.
I'm a non-U.S. citizen, and I'm a non-resident alien, and I have rights as a United States national. I'm a foreign national. I'm an American state national.
For the love of God, make up your mind to what you are. This just goes to show you that beauty does not beget brain power. Definitely not.
Mark Pitcavage with the Center on Extremism at the Anti-Defamation League says Mercado and her boyfriend are using language that aligns with the sovereign citizen movement. Pitcavage says the greater Miami area is a hotbed for sovereign citizens. The movement is an extreme anti-government movement that emerged in the 1980s.
Okay, so this video from the news station came out 3 days ago, and they said this has been a thing for 2 years. And now she's saying it's started in 1980. She can't make up her mind either.
And bogus license plates are the most common and visible thing people see.
These are DOT number plates. Okay, that's what they are.
Mercado would not explain her claims of having diplomatic immunity and claims the tags are real. Now their driver, Andres Lopez Escobar, was arrested for driving with another bogus tag.
Stop the car.
Put the car park.
He's now being held on an immigration hold.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Pitcavage says this movement has surged in the last 4 years, and it's extremely dangerous for police officers conducting traffic stops.
Well, I guess that state national didn't work out for him, seeing he's on deportation status now or something like that, immigration hold. He's obviously not a resident of this country, or at least he convinced him he wasn't anyway. Anyway, let's find something else to harp on for a minute. Let's see. I just found a good one on my downloader that Jeremiah Payne.
Hold on. I got to address that. Scott Ammo's here. What's up? Sorry, Hez. I have to agree with Mr. Hez, with Mr. Hands. Taze Dingo. Anyway, good morning, Chef M80. Good morning, Scott Ammo. Great to see you guys here. So one of the things I wanted to point out there that he said at the end. So these guys, oh man, they're so nuts. All of this nonsense with all this stuff, but the point is, that's the thing. When you insist that you're not an American citizen, and they don't, for all we know, maybe this guy actually is, but because the sovereign citizen thing is, oh, I'm not an American citizen, right? Maybe he's insisting that so much and has no really real, valid, actual identification. Okay, well, then we'll just hold you in immigration until we can find out where you're actually from. Like, I've always thought about that. And seeing this report, it's like, there you go. You know, because I've always, like, I always thought, how come that sort of thing doesn't happen more often when they claim not to be citizens? Because I've seen it in court a few times, you know, where these sovereign citizens, or even, you know, when they're being pulled over. Oh, I'm not a citizen of the United States. Well, it doesn't matter. You still need to follow the rules and regulations of driving here. You think you can, you know, fly to London and drive on the wrong side of the road, on our side of the road. And then if you get pulled over, say, well, I'm not a British citizen, so it's okay. No, that's not how it works. And it goes the other way as well. You can't just come here and just drive any way you want and say, well, I'm not an American citizen, so that makes it okay. No. See, there's so many things that the movies have taught us as a society that are wrong, that we see almost every day with these videos. Like, you get arrested and you have to read me my Miranda rights. No, I don't. You watch too many movies, son. You watch too much TV. I have to Mirandize you under certain circumstances if I'm going to question you, if I'm going to interrogate you. But if I'm just arresting you, I don't have to read you your Miranda rights right then and there. But thanks to movies and TV, these guys think that the second the cuffs come out, you have to be Mirandized. And that's not the way it works. I'm sorry, it just isn't. But all these people believe it is. And it's the same kind of thing here, right? They think if you're from another country, you have diplomatic immunity, which, again, thanks to movies and TV, they think that means that you can just go around murdering people and robbing banks and doing whatever you want. And because you have diplomatic immunity, they can't do nothing about it. It's like, no, actually, that's not how it actually works in the real world. Plus, you don't have diplomatic immunity. You're just saying that because you're a diplomat, depending on which flavor of sovereign citizen you're talking about. I have diplomatic immunity because I'm from Morocco. Oh, have you ever even been to North Africa? No, I've never left the continental United States. Oh, so you're what? You're from where? You have diplomatic immunity because you're a diplomat from Morocco, although you've never physically left the continental United States in your life. I wonder how that works. And I know this guy wasn't a Moorish flavor of sovereign citizen, but we don't know. She didn't really get too much into, she didn't say anything. Well, no, you know what? I know she wasn't a Moor because she didn't have the red license plate. She had the black one, and it didn't have the Moorish flag on there. And one of the things that, and I've said this before, I even did a bit about it when I made my card game back in the day and stuff, like, there are certain things with the Moors specifically, like, for example, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship is a real treaty. It does exist. but it has to do with trade, specifically on the sea, trade between the United States and Morocco. It has nothing to do with setting up the United States as Morocco. And I didn't even think it would come up. One of these days, I'm going to have to find the video and show it on here again. Because when I mean, this was a long time ago, probably over a year ago. I found this video and I talked about it on the show. But so whenever I talk about the Moors, I always remember this. And it's like, man, I got to show that again one of these days. But I'm going to have to find it and all that. So whatever. But I found a video where these Moors were teaching about, they had proof, like the reason why they know that this is actually Morocco. Kind of like, well, I thought Morocco was, but like the way that there are, like Hawaii is part of the United States, but it's not physically attached. Alaska is part of the United States, but it's not physically attached. Morocco is the United States, even though it's not physically attached to North Africa, is their contention. And there was this video I was watching. Like I said, this was a long time ago. I'd have to find it and bring it back. And that, one of these days, I'm going to do that. But the idea was they found a map that proves that, because it was a really, really old map. And they were saying, see, this proves that at one point, this was Morocco. And then eventually you guys took over and they had this map that they were teaching other Moors, right, about the history, supposed is, again, this is all from what they're saying. I'm not claiming that I believe any of this nonsense at all. But so they're claiming basically that this map, this old map they have, proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is actually Morocco. And so they're showing this map, and it's like this class, this video is supposed to be to teach other Moors the history of this. But the video I was watching specifically was of someone debunking that video. And what they pointed out was the guy was holding the map upside down, but if you paused it and kind of zoomed in, and especially if you like took a still frame of that and then flipped it back over, there was writing in the corner that if you flipped it back to the way it's supposed to be, the proper orientation, and zoomed in, you could read it. It was hard to read because it was a really old map. It turns out what they were looking at was a map of, I think it was like, what's up, Ancient Chart Music and Art? Great to see you. I don't remember which one it was specifically, but it was like the 1930 something World's Fair. Kind of like when you go to Disney World and you walk down that strip and they have like a Paris and a London or whatever, like all these different places. It was that kind of a thing. Like there were different sections. Well, here's the Paris section. Here's the London section, or England section. Here's the Germany section. Here's the Morocco section. Okay, so the Morocco section of the layout of the freaking World's Fair, kind of like when you go to the zoo or any place, any theme park, they hand you a little map so you know where you're at. That's what this map was. It was the map they would have handed you when you were at the World's Fair and you walked in. They give you this map and you use it to navigate your way through the fair. Oh, I want to go to the Morocco exhibit. You walk over there. These idiots, these morons with their fezzes are looking at this old map from the 1930s saying, see, this is the proof that Morocco's in the United States. It's a map of the World's Fair, you idiot. And these guys not only believed it, but we're teaching it to other Moors. It's unbelievable. They got confused by a fairground map. Exactly. They got confused by yep, that's exactly what happened. Methodist Dave, no spoilers, man. That movie's only what, 60 years old? It can't be telling anybody what happened in it yet. Hey, Doc Leno's here. We were just talking about you. You're gonna be my guest tomorrow. All right, on the Saturday Night Snafu. All right, listen, look, I got your book right here, man. All I got to do is put some stamps on it. This envelope's kind of beat up though, but it's the only one I had with me currently. So hopefully it'll get. It already not confidential though. I'll figure it out, man. Maybe I'll put in a nicer something. I don't know. It's all good, brother. Anyway, on the back of the map, it probably said "Made in China," right? Hide the address says. What address? I didn't address it yet. It says confidential on one side, and literally there's just some old stickers on it of the what are those guys' names? See, this is the only envelope I had, and it's because it's a really, really old one that I used to keep a bunch of my kids' crap in. That's why it's got all these kid stickers on there. But what were these guys called? I forgot that they were a superhero team. What were they called? I don't remember now. Let's see. The ending of Planet of the Apes is still my favorite, right up there with Soylent Green. Yes. Those surprise endings, man, they get you. I remember when what was that pseudo horror film? M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, the Bruce Willis. I See Dead People. The end when that first came out, that ending like really shocked everybody too. Highway Stars hitting the road. All right, take it easy, Highway Star. Thank you for joining us as always on the road. Paw Patrol. Osmodeus knows what's up. Yes. The Paw Patrol. No, that's not Paw Patrol. That's not Paw Patrol at all. No. These aren't animals. They're dressed like animals. They're humans, but he has cat power. That's why he dresses like a cat. And then this green dude has lizard power. And then here is the girl. She has owl power. So the lizard, the cat, and the owl. So she could fly. The lizard, I think, what was this thing? He could run, or the cat could run. I don't remember specifically what their powers were, but he had lizard powers, he had cat powers, and she had owl powers. Her name was Owlette. See, now I'm trying to remember it because I don't watch kids shows anymore. My kids, even PJ Masks. Yes. Chef M80, you win. You got it right. You get the happy dance. All right, here we go. All right, yes. PJ Masks because their costumes were their pajamas. So every night they'd put their jams on, and then they'd go to bed, and then they'd end up going on some kind of an adventure. And what made it work, was that you didn't know, like, are they really superheroes on an adventure? Or because it's always after they put their jammies on, is it just their imagination? But then all three of them would remember it the next day at school. I used to watch that with my kids all the time. But like I said, that the show is so, like, even my youngest is too old for that show anymore. But they used to love it back in the day. Zuzu Zyquin is here. What's up? Great to see you. Let's see. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty soft sit. I love it. So, what do you think, guys? Like, the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes, is that movie like just as bad as we all remember it being, or is it actually underrated and not necessarily as bad as we tend to think it is? Because first of all, the makeup was amazing. It was different than the original, but it was really good. And then the ending, if it was exactly the same ending, that would just be you know, I don't know, kind of boring because you'd already know what was coming. So by having sort of a talking about movies with a twist ending, by changing the twist to where it was almost like, not that he went forward in time, but almost like he went back in time, and then like or no, that's what it was. It was they took the ship. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Scott Amos says no, it was shit. Edward Cavalier, I like movies people hate. Waterworld's one of my favorites. Now you got to watch Ishtar. Probably the most hated movie ever. That's an interesting thing too, because I remember I used to have this thing when I was young, where I would watch shows sometimes or movies, and if I didn't like it, I would feel bad because I would start thinking about all the work and all the effort that the people went into to making this, and it's like they tried so hard to do something to entertain people, and I'm just gonna just press a button and turn it off, But not everything is for everyone, right? And they know that while they're making it. And a lot of movies that are hated or bad or whatever are specifically because of issues with the making of it, right? The studio pushing and changing everything, maybe firing a director and hiring a different director halfway into the making of the movie, or rewriting the script while you're filming. And I mean, so many different things that could go wrong. An actor could get sick or die before you're done shooting the movie, so they got to bring in somebody else and reshoot stuff. And there's a million things that can go wrong when you're making a movie. So it's almost a miracle that there are any good movies at all when you consider what goes into making one. And that's another thing too. Speaking of like just in general, that idea. I've always, because I studied film history a lot, and there are more movies. I mean, maybe because new movies keep coming out, and now with Netflix and stuff, it's probably caught up by now. But I know at one point recently, like within the last 20 years, there were more movies that don't even exist anymore because all of the prints that existed, back then, they were all physically on celluloid film. Every single print of the movie that existed is gone. They don't exist anymore because, and if you think about it, it makes sense, because unless a movie was an insanely huge hit where they made thousands of prints to put into thousands of theaters all over the world, unless that happened, they only had a limited number of prints. And before there was a such thing as TV or, videotapes or videotapes or DVD, or before any of that stuff existed, if you didn't see a movie in the theater, you'd never see it, because they'd take the prints when they were done and they said, what were they going to do with this? I don't know, throw it out. They didn't care. So there were more movies that were destroyed or disappeared or were just flat out thrown away than there were movies that we still have to watch today. One of the most famous ones is London After Midnight. No existing copies anywhere that anyone knows of, but there's more and more and more of them. But the point was that if you look at the big picture of the history of cinema and all these movies, what you'll find is that we love to talk about how, like, nowadays everything's all just a bunch of sequels or remakes. There's nothing new, and very rarely do you actually get like a real good movie come out. But if you go back and look, we remember the good ones, right? If you think about, a movie like The Wizard of Oz, right? Wow, great classic movie. They don't make them like that anymore. Yeah, but what about the other 600 movies that were released that year that nobody remembers because they were all crap. You know, we don't remember those because they were crap. We don't talk about those because they were crap. And with the sequels, I had a box set of all of the monster movies, the Universal monster movies, Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon. And nowadays, everyone's, it's all just sequels and nonsense. It's like, well, look at Frankenstein. You got Frankenstein. You got Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, cool. Son of Frankenstein. Dracula, son of Dracula, Dracula's daughter. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. House of Frankenstein. You know, each one had 5 or 6 sequels or more going all the way until, I mean, really, if you look at it canonically, even though it was a joke, the fact of the matter is the story started with Dracula, the Bela Lugosi Dracula, that universe we would call it these days, right? That cinematic universe that started with Bela Lugosi as Dracula, ended with Bela Lugosi as Dracula, with not Laurel and Hardy. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Third base. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Let's get back to the video. I've been rambling too long.
He got picked up walking down a highway. He's never heard that it was illegal to walk on a highway before. He's stupid. Anyway, let's watch the video.
Where you guys coming from?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters. You're on a highway. You're not supposed to walk. You're not supposed to be on the highway.
You're just trying to get all the town.
So yes, it matters.
Where's the signs that says you can't walk on it?
It's a law.
It's a law?
It's a law. You got a phone, you can Google it. It's a law.
We really know that. We're just trying to cut our time.
You guys have ID on you.
I don't have mine. Have we committed a crime?
Well, yeah, because we're walking down the highway. You're not supposed to be walking down.
Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, Brian Shulman, thank you so much for the $10. Ingmar Bergman once said that he made a movie with a dozen of his friends, and David Lean replied, he made movies with many enemies. Yes. I get that. That's awesome. Oh, wrong one. There you go. Here's your happy net, Ryan. All right. Yes. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Love it. But yeah, we were, I think I was on Tuesday, because Tuesday is the day that I don't show videos and we just chat. So I think it was on Tuesday we were talking about how people like Kubrick and Hitchcock had this sort of reputation for being difficult to work with, or people just not liking them and their attitude. And there is a lot of that, in Hollywood, especially back in the day, but it's still a thing now. But I think it was more so back in the old days where, it was just like, look, man, I'm paying you to do a job. You do the job and you do it right. And that's it. It's like, yeah, but what about the art? Well, I'm the artist. You're the idiot that I paid to do what I'm trying to do. So shut the hell up and do what I said. There wasn't so much room for, I call it the Marlon Brando syndrome, because, Marlon Brando was kind of famous for, the director would tell him to do this. He'd say, no, my character would never do that. The director would go, what are you talking about? You know better than me. And then Brando would say, yeah. And then he'd end up winning the Oscar for that role. So it's like, okay, who's right? I did what I wanted to do, not what you told me to do. And I got the Oscar for Best Actor. So shove it up your wazingy, right? And that was the thing. And so it seemed like back then there was a lot more of that sort of thing going on, whether it was the actor or the director. A lot of times it would be the director doing the same thing to the studio. the studio would say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. And the director would say, okay, yeah, fine. And then they go and do their own thing anyway. Uncle Artie's Barn Girl Stupidity is here. All right. They're threatening to destroy unreleased movie Coyote BS Acme. Oh, Coyote BS. Society Red. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Society Red. Great to have you here. All right. Edward Catalier. Oh, Victor Childress. I didn't see it. I said Victor this time. All right. I didn't read it too fast. There you go. Good morning. Good morning to you too, sir. So anyway, yeah, let's oh wait, what is this? Rube is here. I woke up with writing on me. Who am I? Oh yeah, good morning, Hez and the rest of the Rash family from the left. I woke up with writing on me. Don't play my video. Oh well, in that case, I'll play it twice. But first, let's get back to the Unclean Hands video we were watching. Oh, I love you guys. Best fans in the world.
I mean, but where's the signs posted?
You can hear that traffic in the background, right? Every state that I'm aware of, walking down a major highway is against the law. You have to be either in a vehicle traveling down the road. You can't be walking down a major highway anywhere in the country. Unless I'm mistaken, unless there's a state where you can do that, I'm not aware of it.
There's supposed to be something notifying you that you can't do it. So you tell them like used to be you couldn't ride a motorcycle on it. There used to be signs saying no motorcycles allowed. You have ID on me. I don't have ID on me, no.
We're just trying to cut our time in half. It's making a quicker walk.
Be Gardner.
You cannot walk
Yes, sir.
on the highway.
You don't have to do it again.
You can't do it.
Yes, sir.
So
We didn't know
I
it.
can't let you guys walk. So I'm gonna have to give you guys I have to give you guys a ride down.
You can't finish walking it?
No, sir, you cannot.
I'm not getting in a cop car.
Yeah, this is the time to get all tough with the cop there, Jeremiah. You know you're going to get in the car and take the ride. You know that for sure. I don't know why you're getting all puffed up, bowing up on him like you think you're going to do something.
I can't let you walk.
I'll get over in the grass.
I can't let you walk. Like how?
I'll get in the grass then.
All right, what's your ID number?
You're right.
That's the law.
Says who?
You're not supposed to ask for Social Security. The Social Security office will tell you give that to no one.
What is your social?
Don't do it, son. The Social Security office will even tell you don't give that to anybody, not even them.
I know that. I would like this to go.
He's got your name and birthday. That's all he needs.
Your Social Security number can be given to an officer to secure your identity. It's well-established law, as far as I know. Anyway.
433.
So
I'm her husband, so yeah.
I'm breaking the law right now, and I'm trying to give you guys a ride.
You have no duty to protect me.
Okay. Like I said, I'm not allowing you guys to walk away from him.
He's not threatening to arrest you, Jeremiah. He's threatening to give you a ride to a safe location down the road. But you want to play tough guy, which everybody knows you're a pussy.
You guys either gonna get a ride, or you guys gonna walk somebody to pick you guys up.
That's all we're walking.
I will give you guys a ride
Okay, thank
off
you.
this
I
highway.
appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Another thing, do me a favor. You can push your cart. I don't care. Everybody can be in the grass.
So you're not allowed to walk down the highways down here either. Then. So off the interstate, you're not allowed to walk on them then either. Because this is considered a highway, so is that.
However you want to see fit.
So we're not allowed to walk anywhere.
You know, walk.
It's illegal to walk in Gillisville, is what he's saying. Wow.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
However you want to see fit.
Yeah, you did. B. Gardner's his name. What's your badge number?
440.
440.
Okay. Have any of you ever, because this has happened to me, I stalled out on the expressway, pulled my car over to the side, and had to walk down the expressway to get somewhere, to get some help or whatever. This was before the days of cell phones. I couldn't just call for help, right? I had to go find a phone. How could anyone who's ever walked on on a busy highway, how is it possible for anyone who's ever done that not to understand how insanely dangerous that is? What's up, Unclean? Great to see you. We're watching one of your videos right now. We're doing a Hez Appreciation show this weekend. Your videos will be played. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Uncle Artie. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, it's like, it's mind-boggling to me, the idea that, well, I mean, it's Jeremiah. Never mind. But just the idea that anyone would not understand why it's a bad idea to walk on a highway is mind-boggling to me. Oh, so you're saying walking is illegal in this town? No. I'm saying walking on this road because cars are zooming by at 80 miles an hour or more. Because who actually follows the speed limit on the expressway? It's dangerous. Oh, what a surprise. Who would have thunk it? Oh, man. There you go. All right.
If you like, I can call my supervisor. He can tell you the exact same thing.
Do what?
If you like, I can call my supervisor as well. He can tell you the exact same thing. You cannot walk on the interstate.
Where's the signs?
All laws are posted.
If you're not supposed to trespass, if you can get me for trespassing, but let me talk. If you can get me for trespassing, well, how come I've rode my bike down this many times and had other cops pass me and they didn't say a word?
That is fair. I can't tell you why they didn't stop you. Stop you. You can't ride a bicycle on the interstate.
Why not? You can get ran over anywhere.
I mean, but the theory is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got $2 from Uncle Artie's Bar Girl of Stupidity. Play my Red Knock Bobby commercial link below. Oh, no. Anyway, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate it so much. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. Yes. Yay. Also, I might as well do this. I did it the other day, like as a joke, but I mean, since I'm getting PayPal, it's paid. This is my PayPal and my Cash App. If anyone wanted to help out that way, where YouTube doesn't take 30% of the money. Yeah, originally I put it up there as the first time I ever did it, I think was when I was moving, right? People were saying, hey, how can we help you, get money for the move? So now that I'm here, I got everything set up, but now I need to go back and come back. But anyway, I put it up here yesterday. I think it was as a joke because we were playing a video where they were talking about these guys e-begging. And then I started talking about the idea that we had. I just thought it, again, as a joke, but it was, hey, why don't we start a GoFundMe? And the purpose of the GoFundMe is to piss off the trolls, the pro-frauditor people, just to piss them off that they're giving money to an anti-frauditor channel. Anyway, it's called Jaywalking Dummy. As a retired truck driver, I can't tell you how many times I've seen people splattered on the side of the interstate, either standing by their car or trying to cross the interstate. It's not a fun thing. Yeah. Do frauditors need a sign to wipe their... See, this is the thing. I've actually said that, like, to some of these guys when they would complain about the signs. Like when I've actually talked to them, whether it was in their chat or mine or whatever, or on a panel, Jason Gunnerman. But I would always say it's like you guys are doing this nonsense, right? And it's like, oh, I need to sign for this, I need to sign for that. There's no law that says I have to do that. And I would just, I would say things like, well, there's no law that says you have to wipe your butt. And since you only do anything if there's a law that says you have to do it, you don't wipe your butt? I don't have to if I don't want to. Great, Stinky, get away. They think that's a gotcha. Like, you're an idiot. Oh, man. Did I watch the Joker 2 trailer? I don't know, man. Here's the thing. I'm not opposed to the idea of Lady Gaga being in it. I'm opposed to the very notion of Harley Quinn being part of that universe, that specific storyline at all. I don't care who's playing her. Because if you take all the appearances of the Joker, you can actually fit them all into the same universe. Just different people. Because, well, it's this whole thing that I figured out. Like, you would have to change the order based on the time periods of the films, but it works. It absolutely works. You'd have to start with Joaquin Phoenix, right, as the original Joker, and then fast forward to when Jack Nicholson becomes the Joker, right? Batman was just a little kid when the Joaquin Phoenix Joker was around. So it would fit that as an adult, Batman with the Jack Nicholson Joker would have come later. He became the Joker. Why? Jack Nicholson fell into a vat of chemicals that dyed his skin white and his hair green and made him look like, and put a permanent smile on his face and made him look like a clown. Now, at that time, he would have been alive at the time that the Joaquin Phoenix version of the Joker took place, right? And the fact that he murdered someone live on TV and then led riots in the street, if you lived in Gotham at the time, you would know who the Joker was. You would have heard the story. It would have been all over the news. Everyone would have been talking about it. So now, 10, 15, whatever years later, you come out of a vat of chemicals and you look like a clown. You would take on, it would make sense that he would take on the moniker of the Joker, because that was the thing, the guy who caused all the chaos and all the trouble and the big criminal, back in the day, murdered all these people and started these riots. Cool. I'm going to call myself the Joker. It's the return of the Joker. So it makes sense. It fits. And then next would be, the Dark Knight Joker, where, again, this is after the Jack Nicholson Joker was dropped off the top of the building and he's dead and gone. But it fits because at that point, when that Joker came in, the Heath Ledger Joker came in, he's this random guy who pops out of nowhere. Again, everyone in Gotham knows who the Joker is. Probably afraid of him by now, afraid of the whole idea, because every time someone comes up saying I'm the Joker, they end up being this horrible, evil, murdering people, all this terrible stuff happens. So now this guy, this Heath Ledger guy, we don't know anything about his history for real, just that he's got these scars on his face. He's like, hey, it almost looks like I'm always smiling. I'll be the next Joker. Why not? So then he comes out and he's the next Joker, right? And it all makes sense. And then the first one in real life would be the last one in this imaginary universe. Oh, well, in between there's the guy who's in the nut house, and he actually is crazy. So crazy that he thinks he's the Joker. He's so obsessed with the idea of the Joker that he gets all these Joker tattoos all over his body. He's not actually the Joker, but he is convinced he is because he's nuts, and that's why he's covered in Joker tattoos, right? So that would be that one. That's how that one would squeeze in. And then at the very end would be your Cesar Romero Joker, a small-time hood who's never really done any big serious crime, and nobody will take him serious, and nobody will listen to him or anything. So he decides to just, well, everybody in Gotham is afraid of the Joker. Everyone in Gotham knows that the Joker is dangerous. So I'll dress up like a clown, call myself the Joker, and then maybe that'll give me some power. So there's a way to make them all work and go together. But now that you're going to take the Joaquin Phoenix Joker and throw the Harley Quinn storyline in there with them, I don't know how I feel about that. That movie worked very well as just its own individual film, you know, outside of the Batman universe thing. But again, it's not because it's Lady Gaga. I don't care who plays her. I'm just not crazy about the idea of Harley Quinn being part of that universe in the first. Let's finish the video, guys. You guys got me off on a whole other thing. The Dread Pirate Roberts. Yes, exactly. And let me tell you something, Osmodeus. For those of you who don't know, it has been confirmed in the comic books that there's been 3 different Jokers in the actual comic book universe of Batman. And when Batman found out, it completely blew his mind. Like, he always thought it was the same guy all these years. And it makes sense because depending on who the writers were, there have been 3 different iterations of the Joker in the comic books. There was the just straight up homicidal maniac version. There was more of the clown prince of crime, the sort of silly, you know, almost like 1960s Batman, what the 1960s Batman was based on, the Cesar Romero Batman was based on, and then the more cunning, sort of insane genius one, you know, like the Hez Appreciation Show tomorrow at 3 Central. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Thank you, Uncle Arnie. I can't wait to see that. 3 p.m. Central. Oh, well, I'm going to be on the air with at 4. So you're going to be on an hour before me. Cool. Right on. The nice lead-in. Cool. I like it. Thank you. I'm taking a wait-and-see approach. Yeah. That's kind of how I am with Beetlejuice, too. Script Cat is here, ladies and gentlemen. Great to see you, Script. All right. Yay. Oh, wait, I have to remember I don't have my soundboard, but I have these, so I could do the 3 cheers for Script Cat. All right. I'm trying my best to keep you guys entertained. All right. Frauditor Comedy Show is here. I can't wait to see it. It might be, Little Chihuahua. Yeah. Which movie are you talking about? How about Sunday? Well, you can do it tomorrow. You can do it Sunday. You can do it whenever you want. It's your show just because it's about me. I think that's good. Yeah, the only thing that I'm not really interested yet, but I also am taking the I'll wait and see approach is Beetlejuice 2. You know, maybe when it comes out, if everyone says, dude, this movie's great, I'll be like, okay, but if not, I still love Michael Keaton, and he still does good work. So it's not like it can't be good, but then I don't know. I don't know. The soundboard gets stuck and we hear hip hip hooray for the rest of the show. You know what's funny, Zerzu? I could literally make that happen. All right, turn it off. Turn it off. It was a joke. We didn't want that. Thank you. All right. Step on St. German for $2 Canadian. Cesar Romero is the real Joker, you tyrant. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for the 2. Here's your happy dance. Oh, all right. All right. Yes, thank you so very much. All right. Five minutes till the cupcake happy dance, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait. It's going to be great. But until then, no, Artie, no, don't speak such tyranny. I want to do a documentary called Hezsplaining. I love it. Hey, LaDonna Rogers is here. What's up? Good to see you. Edward Cavalier, what's up? Back to the video, guys.
These cars are going a lot faster than what they are on the other roads. Those are 55 now.
20 miles different.
Let's move ahead until they actually get into the police car, because Jeremiah was lying when he said he ain't getting in the back of no damn cop car. You watch.
All right. You gotta grab your belongings. You're gonna get in the back seat of my car. You guys don't have anything illegal on you guys, do you?
No, sir.
Nope.
I'm trying not to break laws.
Just leave that.
Let me dump the water out.
I guess Jeremiah got sick of running his gums, and now he's jumping into the back of the police car, but he'll never do that. He'll never get in a dang cop car, not ever. Not unless it's across his deceased body.
I guess normally they don't try to make you comfortable. This is the first. I've never been in a cop car trying to be in trouble for. I mean, I guess we're in trouble.
Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We got $2 from Asmodeus. Thank you so much. Adam West will be the only Batman. Adam West. That dude had the best voice. Did Adam West not have the best voice? Like when he was doing voiceovers on Family Guy, I mean, that dude, his voice was like butter. I could listen to him talk all day. He's another one, like, man, Adam West. I'll tell you what, obviously, I grew up on Adam West Batman, and I loved it, and I raised my kids on it, you know. And that is, it's like as silly and as goofy as it was, he really was. I mean, at that time, that's what Batman was, at least on TV, you know. Obviously, the comic books, especially like in the early days when it literally was Detective Comics, and it was more like noir detective novels, right? But the Batman, Bruce Wayne, whatever, was the detective, as opposed to, you know, whatever, your generic cigarette smoking or cigar chomping. No, that would cigar chomping would be like the newspaper people, right? I just picture the detective with the hat sitting behind the desk, and the femme fatale walks in, and he's like, "Oh well, so and so did this," and then he finds out later that she was the bad guy the whole time. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. Originally it was like noir stories, detective noir stories, except the detective was Batman. It was Detective Comics, and then eventually in the '60s he did kind of become more goofy. Like, and people don't like really think about that, but when you read those old comics from that time period, the TV show actually was pretty close to what the comics were at that time. I mean, it was, you know, sillier and all that, but Adam West was awesome. He was just great. I loved him. When he's surfing with the Joker and they got shorts on over their costumes, and the Joker with his pants on and shorts on over his I was about to say that's when the show really went off the rails, but it was born off the rails, so whatever. The very first episode is where the Batucci came from. Anyway, it's time for the cupcake happy dance, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Thank you so much, by the way. All right. Okay. Olay. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Best fans in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, $5 from Childhood Time. Adam West, a genuine article. Always remember, never forgotten. R.I.P. Adam West. Yes, yes, yes. 3 cheers for Adam West, ladies and gentlemen. All right, yes. And a round of applause. And thank you so much to Childhood Time for $5. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you so much. I love it. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. Cynthia Carratshaw's in the house. What's up, Cynthia? Good to see you. Parson 1122, Frauditor Watch. All right. The bat shark repellent was the best. Yes, that was awesome. Shout out to Ray. Get well soon. We love Ray. Absolutely, positively. She was on Doc Leno's show last night, and I ended up coming up on panel there too. And she did say that she was feeling a little bit better. She's moving soon. And she was talking about how she wouldn't be able to make today's show because she's busy packing and getting set to move and all that. But yeah, she said that she is starting to feel a little bit better. So God bless Ray. We love her. I love Ray so much. Hopefully everything's going to turn out great. We got Parson 1122 with the cupcake dance. Yeah. Methodist Dave, we love Ray. Yes, absolutely. Ray is always in my players. Yes, absolutely. That's a fact. I agree 100%. Let's see. What else do we got here? Oh, yeah. Did we even finish the video? No. There's like 2 minutes left. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wrap this up.
This video is going to go so fucking viral.
Well, you're right about that too, Jeremiah. 239 views in the last 5 hours. It's going to go right to the moon. It might even make 500 views before the end of the week. Good job. Congratulations. You're a genius.
You can just pull it to the office.
Really?
Yeah, you don't need to know what
No, I
room
don't
we're
want
in.
him in the office either. We're getting out of the golf cart. They're going to think that we're in trouble. They are troublemakers. Oh man, now I gotta get out of this bitch. This is fun. Oh yeah.
I'll come around and help you.
Jeremiah's secret mission is concluded. He got a ride back to the motel, shut his video off here before anybody saw where he was living at, because that's right where they took him, right to the place. Amazing work there, Jeremiah. You're such an idiot. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Have a beautiful day. Love y'all. Bye.
All right. Oh, man, I thought they were about to drop the... Anyway, round of applause for the one and only Uncle Ham. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Who did I miss? I saw, Paul Cohen. Yo, my peeps, you heard? I love it. Thank you so much. Did I miss the cupcake dance? You must have, because we did do it. A lot of people dig the Dark Batman. I just can't get into it. We love Ray. Yes, absolutely. You look like you feel better today, Hez. Well, I was saying earlier, it's my allergies. That's what it is. And I'm not sure if that's what it was the other day too, but I was saying earlier, when I was in Florida, like in the back of my head, I knew, because I remembered once I got down to Florida, like all of a sudden my allergies, because up here I always had major sinus pressure headaches and all kinds of, all the time, always with a runny nose, and always, it was a nightmare. I hated it, but it was just part of life, you know. And then when I got down to Florida, nothing. And the whole time I was down there, like, it barely ever bothered me. So I'm not used to it anymore. And now I came back up here, and like this morning I woke up, and I was saying earlier, I felt like there was a brick in my face. It's just like heavy and pain and just, you know, but you guys help make me feel better. Thank you, LaDonna. Anyway, yes, I do feel a bit better, especially right now. I feel a lot better than I did the other day. Honestly, I'm in a much better mood because last night on Dr. Leno's stream, I had a lot of fun. I got to hang out with Ray again, which made me feel really happy. That was cool. Billy Yank for $4.99. Let's not forget Adam West as Catman and the Fairly Odd Parents. That's right. Thank you so much. Here's your happy dance. All right. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's see. Cynthia Carrichon, I love the TV series. Used to watch it every weekend on MeTV with my dad. And when we were taking care of him, R.I.P. Dad, but wonderful memories. Yeah, that's, I've gone out of my way. You know, my little guy's still little, but with my older son, I went out of my way to make that a thing. Like every Saturday on MeTV, we'd watch Svengoolie and we'd watch Batman. You know, those two were absolutes. And then a lot of the Twilight Zone, too. I have them hooked on the old Twilight Zone stuff, too. Who's Jason Gutterman? Jason Gutterman. Stop putting crayons up your nose. Hey, no. But they're so fun. Yeah, no allergies in Florida. Hell, no, just alligators. Not allergies, just alligators. Oh, the Florida Gators. They ate some taters. I don't know. I just make it up as I go. Anyway, let's see. What is, oh, never mind. I just got an email and then it turned out to be not what I thought it was. So anyway, let's see what else we got today. Now you got me thinking about like Batman, man. I know that she wasn't first, but Eartha Kitt was the best Catwoman. She actually purred and acted like a cat. Yeah, right. There were three of them, right? Eartha Kitt was the last one, and then because I remember in the movie versus on the TV show, Julie Newmar was technically the second, I think. I don't know. I got to go back and remember. But anyway, yeah, that was. Well, either one. Anytime a Catwoman came on, you know, when I was young, and I'm watching that show, anytime any episode was a Catwoman episode, it was like, oh, hey, all right. Nah. Hey, I'm still a guy, you know. How do you tell the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? One will see you later, and one will see you in a while. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. I love it. Yeah, Eartha Kitt got me very excited, but Julie Newmar had the voice and mannerisms down. Yeah, she did. Well, Julie Newmar played her, I think, the most. Julie Newmar was my favorite. Yeah, she was pretty dang good. That's for sure. There was TV when you were young. Oh, Stephon. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yeah, man. Back in those days, you're talking about Julie Newmar was first. Okay. But there was TV when you were young. Yeah. And speaking on the level that we're talking now, I don't want to get weird or whatever, but just on the level of what we're talking about, because of the 70s TV shows that I was watching when I was a kid, the thing that made me realize that I liked women was Wonder Woman, and whenever there was Catwoman on Batman. Between those two, oh, that's how I figured it out. Play the Barbie commercial, dang nabbit. Or Cripple Cat will get you. Stefan's like, actually, I'm older than you. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull up Uncle Artie's Barbie video. He's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Uncle Artie, he's so farty, pooping everywhere in his derriere. I know that has nothing to do with what's going on here, but I just thought it'd be funny. Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. All right. What? Ain't no Barbie video up here. Oh, I got to go into this video in YouTube because the links in StreamYard don't work for me. Making me work and shit. All right, here. You know what? Let's play a video while I get that situated. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest yesterday, the one and only Blackheart Night.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in a courtroom in Washington State where a Sovtard is in the middle of a hearing to schedule a competency evaluation for him to determine whether or not he is competent enough to be able to defend himself in a court of law. But of course, like a lot of other Sovtards, this guy doesn't really have a legal leg to stand on, and he has mush for brains. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Mr. Richard, are you able to activate your camera?
I can, but I'm moving stuff around at the same time.
Okay, well, we can.
Multitask.
Well, let's just go ahead. I don't know if you were listening in when we were talking about your case. As you know, we've been waiting for the doctors to talk with you to see whether or not you're able to go forward on this matter. And there is now a date set for your interview.
I don't understand. What am I meeting with a doctor for?
That's what you Sovtards think anyway, isn't it?
They need to ascertain whether you can understand the nature of the charges and whether you're able to assist your attorneys. It's a two-prong test. So that's what we've been waiting for.
I understand the nature. I'm trying to figure out the cause. You guys never tell me.
Figure out what?
I understand the nature of this case. I'm trying to figure out the cause of this case. Like, what are we here for?
Well, you've been charged with the criminal offense of driving while your license is suspended in the third degree and operating a vehicle without the required ignition interlock device. Those are the charges.
I've never had a license for you to suspend.
So, sir, please stop talking about the facts of the case.
Yeah, doofus. You need to stop yourself from talking about the case because you just pretty much made the prosecution's case for them right there. So if you try that in the trial, you're screwed, dude, because Washington state law requires that you have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle on the public roadways. So, dude, you're not exactly the smartest one out there, are you? I mean, it's understandable that you lack that kind of intelligence to understand that you're not supposed to say that thing because that lead paint just really rots away your brain. I understand, but that was just pretty damn stupid right there.
This is your attorney.
Who?
This is Sean Parent, one of your attorneys, so please don't talk about the facts of the case.
Well, I'm not denying any of the facts. I'm just letting you know I'm letting you know what I understand is what I'm saying. She asked me if I understand, and I'm trying to answer the question. I'm letting her know what I understand, and I'm trying to figure out what's making me. What are you trying to call it? Incompetent? Is that what you're trying to say I am?
Yes, there's legal competency, and it's two prongs, whether you can understand the nature of the charges and whether you're able to assist. So right now, there's a question about whether you are able to proceed, and that's why we're having the doctors talk to you. That's
Why
the
can't I just
current
ask
status.
why can't I just ask the judge? Like what
Well, I
doesn't the
am,
judge know?
I am the judge. Need those doctors to give me their opinion.
Yeah, Sovtard, because the judge is knowledgeable in the law. She's not knowledgeable in the workings of psychology and the brain and everything like that. For that, you need a different set of people to evaluate you. The judge can't do that because that's not her training. But then again, I suppose you think that that's part of her training because, well, you are a know-it-all Sovtard, so you probably think that a judge is supposed to know everything. Well, that's not the case, dude. Nobody knows everything about everything.
When they review your records and speak to you, and then we'll get a
Well,
report back. So right
Well, I
now,
never
you're
gave my
finally being
consent for
interviewed.
that. So I'm trying to get the answers from you. Like
To these doctors on April 24th at 9 a.m.
and why do I need to talk to a doctor? I'm still not understanding. Like I'm trying to figure out why are we really here?
Because you're charged with the crime, and I need to make sure that you are legally competent to proceed in this matter.
What is the name of the crime?
I told you it's driving while license suspended, 3rd degree, and operating a vehicle without an ignition interlock device.
Is there any injured parties?
Why do you Sovtards continuously try to use that in a court? It may work between you Sovtards out in the middle of nowhere, but in reality, in a courtroom, it's a garbage argument.
Is there somebody willing to go on the stand and say that I actually committed a crime? Who has a claim against me? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to settle the matter. I'm not arguing the facts. I'm just trying to take care of this and
And we cannot proceed while your ability to understand the nature of the charges and to assist your attorneys at issue, we cannot proceed.
We're
So we are
time
in this
because I
status.
could just ask you. That's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm telling you right now, so the next hearing will be hopefully with a report in hand. You will have had your interview on April 24th at 9 a.m. Mr. Parent, you know where he would be going for that?
I'm not sure if it's going to be at the Shoreline Courthouse or down at our office in Kent, or possibly at the courthouse in Kent. Kind of depends on where he lives.
You have good contact with Mr. Richard?
Yeah, we have a good phone number for him. So we will be able to keep in touch with him.
Okay, so Mr. Richard, they're going to meet with you on the 24th.
How?
And would it take about a week or two, Mr. Parent?
Are
Do
they
you think
gonna
you can report
come
back?
meet somewhere or something? Like what are they about to do?
Let's have him return on May 6th.
Well, like I said, you don't have my consent.
Actually, May
to
1.
send me
Let's
to a
do May
doctor.
1.
So,
Dude, this is a criminal matter. I don't think your consent is required for this.
I don't know why you think I have to go see a doctor when I could just ask you all the questions that's stopping us from going forward. I told you I'm trying to settle the matter. I don't know what's going on.
Right. We keep trying to explain that to you, Mr. Richard. The reason is you're going to have to talk to these doctors and we'll get some additional information.
All right,
So
cool.
your
Okay,
next
well,
hearing will be on May 1st.
Has there been a guilty plea that has been put into record?
No, we can't do that because we have to determine whether or not you're able to proceed in this case.
So there is no plea that's been put in filed.
There's a plea of not guilty that's been entered.
And who put that in?
You had a first appearance and you are unable to plead guilty. So a not guilty plea has been entered on your behalf and we are waiting to have the doctors talk to you. And this has been going on for quite some time, Mr. Richard.
How can somebody put a plea in for me, that makes no sense. Doesn't the attorney have to do what I asked them to do, or they're acting in dishonor?
No, no. The attorneys are not there to be your personal servants and do what you ask them to do. They're there to help you win the case by arguing the facts of the case. That's their job. And they've had years and years of training to handle that job. Unlike you, who just seems to have a rather diluted sense of how the law works and everything like that. I mean, you are just amazingly incompetent as far as I can see, and that's putting it mildly. I could use some stronger words, but I don't think YouTube would allow it.
If
Well,
they don't do what I tell them to do?
all of this confusion that's going on right now is many examples of why we need this evaluation to take place. So
No,
I
how?
need you, we're going to
Because I
end
have
your
questions
hearing,
for the judge?
Mr. Richard.
I have questions for the judge, and you're just saying that I'm incompetent. Like, why can't I get the answers from you? Do you not know your own laws?
I cannot go forward until I get a report from the doctors.
And why is there a doctor that needs to be involved in this? This is what do you say, a traffic matter?
Okay, I'm going to conclude this hearing. I believe that we need a report from the doctors based upon your answers, and this has been going on for
I just
quite some
told you, like,
time.
I'm not denying any of the facts. So why do we need to see a doctor? Can I just pay for can I just settle the fines that you have in
There's
this case?
a
Can I
criminal
just do that
charge
and
with
get this over
jail.
with? Huh?
All right, so
What'd you say?
it's a criminal charge with jail. It's not just paying a fine, Mr. Richard. So we are going to set this over. May 1st will be the next date you come back to court. And I will
Well-
ask that you follow through and attend that evaluation on April 24th.
You just
And
told me
that
this was
Mr.
criminal,
Parent
right?
is going to make sure you know where you need to go.
But you just told me this was criminal, right? So why can't I just settle the fines?
Did you not hear what the judge just said? That as a result of this being a criminal matter, there is jail time involved. It's not just fines that you gotta deal with, dude. This is a trial kind of thing. You know, the kind of trial where a jury of your peers sits in judgment of you. That kind of thing is not sinking into your tiny little brain. I mean, no wonder they're having to find people to see if you're completely competent to stand trial. You just don't seem to be playing with a full deck at this point. I mean, it's really quite sad how incompetent you are at this point.
Because criminal is not about fines. It's about jail time as well. So
And why does somebody get jail time for something that they never had? I've never had a driver's license.
Mhm. Okay, so we are done with your case today, Mr. Richard.
Well, now, good luck, dude, with your trial and your competency hearing, because at this point, with that last line, you kind of just destroyed your any hope of, well, winning the case at all, because, well, you should have kept your damn mouth shut, you brainless buffoon. I mean, that was just, yeah, I don't think that this is an act. Yeah, I think this guy really is that freaking stupid. I mean, dude, you just destroyed yourself in that last line right there. You use that in trial, but yeah, you're not getting out of jail time right there. Good luck. So at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
All right, all right, all right. Oh man, we love Black Heart Night. Round of applause for Black Heart Night. And I love those kind of cases. And anytime this comes up, like and I mean, this guy is particularly stupid, obviously, right? But any of these cases, any of these situations where what you're talking about is essentially, the sovereign citizens start making their arguments, and I've seen it a lot of times before. I don't know that that's exactly what was happening here, because again, this guy seem to be a particularly stupid type of stupid, different kind of level of stupidity. But I've seen a lot of situations in courts where the judges, like, we're used to seeing judges like Judge Simpson and Judge Middleton and these judges that get tons of soft sits coming in their courtrooms all the time. They're used to it. They know it. But judges who don't know anything about this whole argument, when they hear it, they're like, we better set up a competency hearing for this guy because I think he's an idiot or he's nuts or there's something wrong with his brain, And that's kind of what's going on here. So I kind of like seeing that because it is. It's like that's how nonsensical their argument is. When you make that argument, people are like, we should send you to a doctor because I think there's something wrong with your brain. And the fact that he spurted out more than once. How could you get me for a suspended license? I never had a license to begin with. Oh, so you admit you were driving without a license. And at one point he said he wanted to plead guilty and pay the fine. She's like, yeah, but it's not just the licensing. This is a criminal case where there's jail time possibly involved. It's important that we make sure that you're competent before we send you to jail. Oh, well, then just find me guilty and I'll pay the fine. Maybe he really is incompetent. And I love the argument that these and all of these guys, not just the sovereign citizens, the Moors, the First Amendment auditors, all of them seem to believe that the idea of a defense attorney is not for him to mount a legal defense for you or to get the best possible outcome for you. That's not their job. Their job is to do whatever you tell them to do. And it's like, and that's what this guy was just saying. Isn't it my lawyer's job to do what I tell him? No, especially if what you're telling him to do is going to get you in even more trouble. And that's the thing. These guys don't seem to understand. It's like, hey, why don't you put in this motion? It's like, that motion would actually get you in more trouble. But you're my lawyer. You have to do what I tell you. And I'm telling you to put in a motion. And we've seen some of the motions these guys put. They might as well just take a piece of cardboard and scratch on it. File motion to, you must let me go because I said I don't want to go to jail. Give that to the judge and then they'll let me go because I told them. But that's what they got to do because I said it. The mentality of these people is so bizarre to me. It's so bizarre. It's out there in Netherland. Wait a minute. What did you say, Graham? I'm not very good. Civsit, man. You say? Did you mean to put SovSit? I'm not a very good SovSit, am I? I failed at the basics. Eric Martin is way out of left field. He was traveling without a license. Oh, traveling. Oh, I gotta. Next time I do a SovSit video, I gotta find how people put in clips and memes and stuff in their videos in between. I gotta find some footage of some basketball players traveling, running without dribbling, and just throw a couple of those clips in there. These guys didn't have a license either. Stop telling me how to spell things, Tyrant. That would have been funnier if you would have spelled all the words wrong, but to where I could still read it. That's the other thing, man. Language. And these guys, and you know what? That reminds me of something I wanted to say before. Where's my? Got a notepad here somewhere. Anyway. Here's the original PJ Masks stuff I was talking about. There you go. There they are. Gecko. Owlette. And what's the cat's name? worth, I don't know. Let's see. Do airline pilots have a right to fly without a license? No. Well, that would be commercial, right? But I guess if you're just flying your own plane, you don't need to be trained or anything. Just jump in a plane and go. Anyway, I was talking about language. So recently there was a thing where John Felix debated Frauditor troll. And like, I guess 9 months ago now, I actually was on a panel with John Felix at one point. And I tried to tell Troll what was going on in email. And I mean, I know he got my message because he responded to it, but I don't know. Anyway, one of the things that I thought was interesting was that one of my things that I kept trying to explain, and it's difficult to explain, but what John Felix specifically does, and there's a reason I'm bringing this up. There's a point that I'm getting to. What he does is he uses specific words in a specific way just to be difficult and to paint a picture of something being worse than it is. But he's very, very, very careful to do it based on the vernacular as opposed to the dictionary definition. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, this isn't something that he said, but just to explain what I'm getting at, the type of thing I'm getting at. Well, actually, no, you know what? I will. The whole thing that made me think of it is he was playing his recent trial that he filmed, and he posted on his channel in parts. He's been posting like a couple hours every day of it. And the most recent one he uploaded, or the most recent one I saw, the judge calls him out for doing this, just like I called him out for doing it. So now I know that, like, he would say that I'm just an idiot and I was just being stupid when I said that because I'm dumb. But it's like, well, the judge said the exact same thing when you pulled the same trick in court, like, because that's what John Felix does. So he's, because he's representing himself, of course, he's cross-examining the officer, and he says, so when you accosted me, and the judge says, whoa. Wait. Well, the prosecutor objected to him using that language, because he's like, when you accosted, he's like, I didn't accost you. What are you talking about? John Felix, unless he actually is that dumb, which I don't believe he is, he has to know and understand that when you say someone accosted you, that just in normal speech, right, the vernacular, whatever, the modern parlance, when you say that, people picture something horrible, like, yeah, I was accosted, right? But he's like, what do you mean? The dictionary definition of accost is to walk up to. He walked up to me. So, officer, when you accosted me, was I doing anything illegal? And the judge is like, what? You're going out of your way to have it on the record say that the officer admits that he accosted you. And you're saying, well, the dictionary definition of accost is to walk up to. So, of course, he's admitting he walked up to me. Yeah, but, and the judge called him out. He said, yeah, but you're using that word specifically so that in the court record, when they look at it, they'll say, hey, look, the officer admitted that he accosted the guy. And you know that that word accost paints a picture in people's minds of something way worse than walked up to. But that's the word game, the language game that this guy plays. And the thing that made me think of it was, like with what we were just watching, when these guys argue in court, they're traveling versus driving, you know, the whatever, commercial activity, all these things, the frauditors with extortion, if you know, you're trying to extort those people, tyranny, call it, like, all these words that they just, it's like they have their own language where they take all these words and they just make them mean what they are trying to sell, the narrative they're trying to sell. It's always a false narrative and it's always BS, but they have like this whole thing with words, man. It's all wordplay and games. That's one of the reasons why I call them frauditors. The frauds comes from like the con man thing. I like past time, remember calling them auditors because so many of them engage in odd behavior, right? But either way, it's like it's like I always say, the old school, fast talking, circular logic, asking questions to people that are still formulating answers to your last question before they can discombobulate their brains and get them confused. It's all a game. It's all a game. The way they use language, the way they talk, everything they do. And the top ones are the ones who are really good at it. But that's not something to be proud of, that you're good at that you're good at, being a douche canoe, basically. Hey, what are you best at? Oh, I'm best at pissing people off. A cost? How much? Well, with these guys, a lot of times it will cost them their freedom. Hey, all right, especially with Chili de Castro. Yay. Hey, everybody, just got here just in time for a explanation. All right, CyberRax, thank you for joining us. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for CyberRax. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, I love you guys. This is great. It's Friday. We got the weekend coming up. I already know it's going to be a good weekend. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go. I guess tomorrow, Uncle Artie is doing an appreciation for Hezokuai special. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be interesting. And then right after that at 4 o'clock, of course, Central Time, I'm going to have my regular Saturday show with my guest, Dr. Leno. Great stuff. Does anyone remember where we were going with this? Detroit. Let's see. Brian from Here the Deal was crying like a baby yesterday because nobody is watching him on Delete Law's channel. Here's the deal, is such a lunatic. And the idea, like, it surprises me the amount of people that support him and support Chili. But this really goes to prove that so much of what these guys do isn't based on freedom. It isn't based on law. Heck, it isn't even always based on making money. In most cases, like with these guys, it's based on just pure hatred for police. Got arrested for something when they were young. And instead of being a man and taking responsibility for what they did, they get mad at the police for busting them for doing it and dedicate the rest of their lives to just spreading hatred for cops. That's all it is. And it always blows my mind, like, that's the thing, like when they call us bootlickers and this and that and the other thing. And it's like, okay, why? Because I think that going into a post office and harassing an old lady isn't cool. That makes me a bootlicker. It doesn't, but they got nothing else. If they had legitimate arguments, they wouldn't have to fall to just flat insults. And again, they could always turn around and look at us and say, well, you do the insults and the name calling and all that. It's like, well, I will say something like, hey, if you walk into DMV and there's a bunch of people there waiting to get served, and they say, hey, I don't like being filmed, so you film them even more because they asked not to be filmed, I don't think that's cool. I think you are intentionally trying to get a rise out of these people. You're intentionally trying to create the story that you're working on by creating a negative reaction. Therefore, I think you're a butterbrain douche canoe. You're a potato brain idiot, right? But their argument, their counter argument to that would be, well, you're a bootlicker. So do you actually have an argument or just the name part? Like, yeah, I threw the name part in as a conclusion that I drew based on the facts that I laid out. And based on these facts, I can surmise that you are, without a question, without a shadow of a doubt, a butter brain, potato brain, douche canoe, jackwagon. And it's, like if somebody like Josh Abrams goes in and pushes a woman and pushes her and follows her with the camera and follows her with the camera until he makes her cry. And then when she's sitting in the corner crying and quits her job because he did that and he laughs about it, I'm justified in calling him an asshole. But these guys are just like, oh, you're a bootlicker. Okay, do you have an argument? Do you have a reason? Well, yeah, because you don't like it when mean people are mean to people and when bullies bully people. How does that make me a bootlicker? Explain it. Explain the connection. Well, because you just want the government to run your life and tell you what to do. What? What? Wait. Huh? Where does that argument come from? Because I think that trying to get people fired from their jobs, messing with random people, the customers, getting into fights with the customers there because you refuse to act like a decent human being for 2 seconds and just, where's my damn phone? Shit. Because it's physically impossible for you to go like this. Please don't film me. Oh, I'm sorry. And turn the camera that way. Just take it a little bit off. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you on camera. I'm filming the people who work here. I'm not filming you. No, they'll say that. It's the same thing like when they say I'm leaving, when they get trespassed, but they don't leave. Well, I said I'm leaving. Yeah, but you didn't leave. It doesn't matter what you said. I could say I'm a multi-billionaire. That doesn't mean I am. Right? So, I'm just here to film them. I'm not here to film you. Well, then why is your camera pointed at me? Oh, well, because you're talking to me. So then they shut up and walk away, and they still follow them with their camera as they're walking away. So I think that's out of line. So because I think that is out of line, I'm a bootlicker. The hell are you talking about? Because I think that treating random people like dirt, like the crap you got to scrape out of your shoes when you clean your shoes after you step in dog poop, treating everybody like that, because I don't think that's cool. I'm a bootlicker. What's the mentality of these idiots? Why does my phone keep chirping at me? What's going on? Are my texts blowing up or something? No, I got nothing. What is this? I'm sorry, guys, but this. Stupid game. Pope Phil's here. I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going, Pope Phil? Has you're a bootlicker because you like the taste of leather. It's okay to admit it. No shame in that. I grant you absolution. Well, I'll tell you what. It depends on the lady and, with the thigh highs. But that's a whole other thing. We don't kink shame around here. But that's a little bit different. I don't think that that's what these guys are talking about when they call me a bootlicker. Doc Leno for $5. All right. Thank you so much. Cool Clearwater has health scare last night. Uh-oh. He's doing better and should be home from the hospital today. Oh, my goodness. Cool Clearwater. I remember last night when we were on and he was saying that he wasn't feeling good and Dennis said he had to lay down. Oh, God bless Cool Clearwater. Let's hope he's feeling better. We're going to do a double happy dance. We're going to do one for the 5 and we're going to do one for Cool Clearwater. Here we go. All right. And Cool Clearwater, this one's for you. I know you love the happy dance. All right. Thank you so very much. Yes. God bless Cool Clearwater. Absolutely. Hope he gets better soon. Feels good. He'll be back from the hospital today. That's good. Has his leather addiction started after watching 50? No. No, I never watched that. I had a black leather motorcycle jacket way back in the 90s. Anon One News, what's up? Good morning. How's it, everyone? Good morning to you, too. Florida Jim, feel better. All right. Yes. Feel better, Cool Clearwater. Oh, my goodness gracious me. It's so much. That's kind of the whole thing. One of the things that keeps me going here every morning is the idea that I know that so many of my fans have issues that my show, they've told me that my show helps them get through their issues. And it's just, it means a lot to me. You know, it really touches me that actually means something to those people. You know, I love it. And to you guys, that's why you guys actually do mean a lot to me. You know, you're the best fans in the world. Ding dong, dang, dag, nabbit. Am I a poser? All right. So what else we got? And you call yourself a film lover? Oh wait, you were making a reference to a movie and I didn't catch it. Oh no, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, no, that's not a film. That's a movie. What's the difference? Shut up. No, yeah, man. I like movies. You know, like films, like The Godfather. And The Shining, and I don't know, Goodfellas. The Wizard of Oz. That's a film. That's a movie. It's just a really, 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 really good one. Star Wars. All the good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see what else do we got here. So we had that idiot. I don't know, Artie. I know you were asking me. 1923 is good. That is good. All of the spin-offs of what was the original show? The 1923 is a spin-off of. All of those versions of that are good. Amazing. What did I? Oh, sorry. My computer's being a little wonky this morning too. I'm gonna have to do something different. I like the classics, like Bring It On and In It to Win It. When I was in the hospital, I was going crazy because I missed everyone. Yeah, see, like this show is a thing. Like we're a tight knit community, man. And it feels great. It's the Rash family for sure, all the way down the road. And so, speaking of which, Uncle Artie was in here asking me, do it. Yeah, see now, Graham say, is it NSFW kind of a thing? Because I know he can get a little over the top sometimes. All right, let's hope I don't get demonetized over this, ladies and gentlemen. I need the money. I need to go back to Florida to grab the rest of my stuff and then come back here. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh dear. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Artie, I'm scared.
In the 70s, it was Malibu Beach Bimbo Barbie. In the 80s, little girls adored glamour, hyper, yuppie Barbie. In the 90s, it's overpriced, flatulent wedding Barbie. All rich, all beautiful, all enough to make you Ralph your guts out. Welcome to the real world of Redneck Barbie. No Corvettes, no power yuppie Malibu Beach mansions. Just realistic Southern style living.
We'll get Ken Bob a beer and wash them dishes.
Live with Barbie in her fantasy double wide with anatomically correct Ken Bob doll.
Ken Bob, get off your lazy old butt and turn that skinner tape over.
Get Ken Bob drunk with the Barbie Redneck 12-pack survival kit and Redneck Barbie stomach will swell every 9 months.
Get my bacon?
Watch Redneck Barbie and Ken Bob argue over money when Ken Bob gets laid off from his mill job.
How the heck are you supposed to buy a skull and support my 10 young hobo?
Redneck Barbie, new from Matt Bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. And apparently he's doing a Hezokuai appreciation show tomorrow before I go live with Doc Leno at 4 Central. So that's going to be awesome. So be sure to check that out. Yeah, I'll talk to him about maybe we could get it simulcast here too. We'll play it at the same time. I don't know. Jaime says there's no need to fear. Hezokuai and Jaime Palmetto Bay and Ray is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Palmetto Bay appearing on behalf of YouTube. Yes. You mentioned Ray. Again, she's not here this morning. I actually did see her last night on Doc Leno's stream. We were talking about, it was actually a great conversation, very interesting, very educational. We were talking about the etymology of common phrases, where they came from and how old they are, things like that. It was actually fascinating stuff. But she did mention at that time that she wouldn't be here this morning because she's moving soon. She's finally going back home. I got back home. Pretty soon she's going to be back home. Everything's, working out as far as that goes. It's a beautiful thing. I love Ray. I'm happy for her. I hope everything works out great and she keeps feeling better. She was saying earlier yesterday that she was feeling a little better. So that's awesome. Was that a commercial or an autobiography for Uncle Artie? That's awesome. Oh, yes. Let's see. Redneck Barbie. Yeah, that's some amazing stuff. All right, let's see. Emojis aren't showing in chat, but then Parson has an emoji right under that. So that's weird. I don't know where to go, baby. I don't know, baby. I don't know. All right. Dancing and prancing. Uncle Artie is something else. But again, apparently I don't know what to expect. Saying I don't know. But it's all right. It's all good. Let me see. I got something else I was looking at for today. I'm trying to decide after that Uncle Artie thing. How do you follow that up? How do you follow that? I got something here that's supposed to be funny. All right. Let's see. Oh, I know. I get it. I got it. Okay. I was so confused for a minute there with something that I was trying to pull up, but now I got it. So let me fix that real quick. Sorry, guys. Again, with this new setup where I'm just on the laptop, I'm still trying to get used to doing all this just with this computer by itself and nothing else. So I apologize, but it's all good because I love you guys in the neighborhood. The best fans in the world. Oh, you guys are great. This is what I wanted to show you guys. It is a new video by the Frauditor Comedy Show. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Frauditor Comedy Show. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FCSNN headquarters. We are coming to you live from Up Your Butt Uranus. We interrupt your regularly scheduled YouTubing to bring you this breaking story where Francis Q. Public is coming from Las Vegas, Nevada, where I've not sinned once, and let me tell you, I've tried. It seems Jailbird DeCastro, delete laws, Jose DeCastro, has been causing some difficulties for his caretakers, guards. Let us go live now to where Francis Q. Public is on site at the Dinky Daycare Correctional Facility. Francis, what do you have for us?
Yes, wifey, I'm outside the Dinky Daycare Correctional Facility in Las Vegas, where I just short time ago spoke with a Dr. McPhil, you're more crackin', who is trying to save the future of one Jose DeCastro. Hello, doctor, and thanks for taking the time to speak with me. Can you tell us a little bit more about Mr. DeCastro's condition?
Aye, but we will need a waiver before I can speak to you, okay? Oh, I see Mr. DeCastro is waving, so we're good to go. This is a highly unusual case. We have only seen this conditioner in a few Frauditors.
So, you've seen this condition before, have you?
Aye, there was a Long Island audit, a Denver Metro audit, and one of the worst cases I can remember was an Amagansett Press. Maybe one of the worst conditions I have ever seen.
And were you successful in any of these individuals?
Unfortunately, we did not have any success with the other men. But we are hopeful for Mr. Sissy DeCastro.
Could you tell us a little bit more about the condition they're suffering from?
Aye, thank you. It seems this Frauditor has had a binky in his mouth. He is confused for his cell phone and a diaper so full of shite that it has been stuck to him. Both must be removed quickly if there are any hopes for a meaningful recovery.
Is this treatment risky?
Our first attempt at removing the diaper resulted in us removing a shite-covered trifold. Our labs have confirmed that trifold is mostly made up of chili shite. You can tell this has been going on for way too long. An adult simply is not supposed to be acting like a baby. It is going to be a very delicate procedure. You see, Mr. DeCastro has had this pacifier in for many, many years. And this is so full of shite, he doesn't even know that his diaper can be removed safely. But if all goes well, Mr. DeCastro will have a good prognosis of giving up his childish crybaby ways.
Well, Dr. McPhillimore-Kraken, I have been covering this man for years, and I don't think that's possible.
Unfortunately, he still will be a know-it-all. That is a condition no one can fix. We do hope that his 6-month recovery, he will mature into an adult who can be a productive member of society.
This has been Francis Q. Public, coming to you from Frauditor Comedy Show News Network. I am live in Las Vegas. Back to you, wifey.
Thank you, Francis. We will have more on this story as it develops. But for now, for Frauditor Comedy Show News Network, I'm Wifey M. Buttlicker, and my family built this town, goddammit.
Frauditor Comedy Show News Network frequently brings you the most ridiculous and insane people harassing everyday citizens just going about their jobs at work as civil servants. Instead, today we'd like to talk to you about GoFundMe, which is truly the United States' only version of universal health care, in which average everyday citizens like you and me spend a whole lot of money paying our insurance premiums and still don't have enough. Please take a look at the link in our caption. This is for Ray Ray. She is one of our own. She's one of our wonderful, wonderful contributors. She is in need of even small little donations. As Sarah McLachlan would say, For the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you too can help out a fellow American getting screwed over by the man.
You know what? I didn't see that video before. That was awesome. I love that in that ending. Oh my goodness, trying to help Ray. Let me get that link for you guys because that's yes, 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 yes. Absolutely anything for Ray. Where is it? She said she's got the link to the GoFundMe here. Yeah, here it is. Yes. Here is the link to Ray's GoFundMe. Absolutely. Yes, there you go. And Doc Leno has it too. All right. Actually, his is probably, well, no, mine is the one from the, I put it, it's a different link, it looks like, but I got it from the video we just showed. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. All right, let me put that back. There you go. Boom, that's more like it. No, it's the same one. Well, anyway, I don't know. It works. I tried the link. It does work. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Frauditor Comedy Show. That was great. That was hilarious. And thank you for shouting out Ray's GoFundMe. We love Ray. I love Ray. I'm happy, anything to help her out. Absolutely. All the time. All day, every day. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. So anyway, let's see. What else do we have here today? Let's see. I should put this link like permanently in here so that I have it to drop all the time. I'll put it in the. Sorry, guys. I didn't even think about it. Like, because I'm used to, when she was here, you know what I mean? She would drop her own links, so I'm not used to dropping links for people anymore. So let me go ahead and put this in a file here so that I can have it for you guys. So I could start putting that out every day again. There you go. All right, I got that over there. All right, so anyway, that's awesome. We're at about the 2.5 hour mark. We're ready to go. Let's see. All right, so I don't really have too much else. Oh, I remember there was something I wanted to talk about. It was a story I wanted to tell just because I thought it was interesting and timely. I didn't find out until last night during Doc Leno's show that O.J. Simpson passed away yesterday. And I wanted to tell the story, again, because he just passed away. And that's... I talked to him on the phone once. Yes, I actually talked to O.J. Simpson on the telephone one time during his trial when stuff was getting really, really crazy. And, he needed money for his legal fees. He started selling signed posters of, him, playing football, and you sign it. And my mom bought one, and she used her credit card to pay for it. So OJ, a few months later, still needed money for his lawyers and stuff, went through, all the people who ordered these signed posters from him and decided, like, I'm going to call them, like, because he has their phone numbers and stuff from their credit card information and from the transaction or whatever. I'm going to call them personally and ask them if they'd be willing to just flat out donate some money to my legal funds. So he started calling everybody, and eventually he got to my mom, and I was the one who answered the phone. Now imagine this, guys. Now just imagine this, because I didn't know any of that was going on. I knew my mom bought the poster because she had it and it was signed OJ, but I didn't know he was doing that. So try to put yourself in my position, right? You're young, you're sitting at home, you're watching this trial on TV where OJ Simpson is in, this whole story, right? Jason Gutterman, accused of murder. This huge trial. It's all over the news, all over TV. Everybody's talking about it. Nothing. And it's OJ Simpson, At that time, I grew up watching him in movies and then, playing football and going in the movies and doing the stuff with Leslie Nielsen and the jokes and all that. Like, it was great. And, so OJ was like the celebrity, right? Like, you don't think about ever actually sitting at home. And so think about it. I'm sitting at home, my phone rings. Hello? Hello, is Mary there? No, who may I say is calling? Yes, this is OJ Simpson. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like, sure, buddy, but this is the thing, like, and again, this was back in the old days, right? There was no deep fakes or AI or any of that. And I've seen enough stuff with OJ in it that I knew the voice. So I was like, either this guy's doing a really good impersonation or is this actually OJ? And then I remembered about the poster, but I didn't say anything. But I'm like, he could tell that I didn't believe, and he probably, the majority of the people he called probably also didn't believe it was him, because he immediately started explaining what was going on. And he told the story about the poster and the phone calls and trying to raise money and this and that. And then I was like, oh, wow, OJ Simpson. And it was so weird because it was in the middle of the trial. So, like, half of me is thinking, this is so cool. I have OJ Simpson on the phone. And the other half was thinking I was accused of murder on the phone. Like I didn't know how to react. It was just a completely bizarre situation. And especially the fact that my mom wasn't home. And then when I gave her the message, yeah, Mom, OJ called. Oh, yeah, sure. No, I'm serious. And I had to tell her the whole story, like with the poster and everything. And it's just a wild, wild situation. In the end, he just gave me, like, if she decided she wanted to send money, where to send it and all that kind of stuff. I just wrote it down, and nothing ever happened from it. But superstar of rental cars. But anyway, that's my OJ Simpson story. Yeah, it's the juice is loose, man. So anyway, this is the last half hour. This is the segment where we usually just talk and hang out. So anything particular you guys want to talk about? Let me see. Hold on a second. Fun fact, OJ did some time at the Clark County Correctional Facility as well. All right. Yeah, maybe he could be in the same cell with Chili, or was that Chili? That's the same, you know what I mean. I got OJ's rookie card in your storage unit. Oh, that's nice. I hated OJ before he even did anything. I was a Dolphin fan. Oh, my goodness. If the OJ trial was happening today, Chile'd be doing a fundraiser for him. Yeah. OJ was just traveling when all the cops decided to chase him down the highway. Comedian Brad Williams said it best. Finally, OJ can rest knowing his. Oh, man. Hey, that's how Norm Macdonald lost his job, was making OJ jokes. We'll be out of town, so we'll miss the Saturday night snafu. That's all right. We'll always see you next time. All right. Hey, it's you and Highway Star are always here. And I'm not going to, if you're not here, unless, I mean, I think there's something wrong. But I mean, like, I know you guys wouldn't, to be mean or whatever. Like, hey, you can't make it. You can't make it. I understand. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What condition my condition was in. He tweeted that out yesterday. I have a screenshot of it. Yes. Let's see. Oh, finally, OJ. Yeah, that was a tweet that he put out. Oh no, I'm sure you don't need a screenshot of it. I believe it. That's a good joke. I'll be in another country, so I can't make it. You're always in another country, Graham. But yeah, so tomorrow at 3:00, Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill Stupidity is having a Hezokuai appreciation special. I'm not even sure what that means, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. And then at 4:00 right here, we're going to have Doc Leno. It's going to be awesome sandwich sauce. It's going to be awesome. Eat Vegemite when you get it back. Oh, man, I'm going to need a lot more super chats than that to get me to eat Vegemite again. Go back to Florida, pick it up, bring it back here, and then eat it. Ah! No way, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and try this again. All right. So I'm going to drop Ray Ray's GoFundMe one more time. All right. There it is. All right, guys. So what's up? Anything else you guys want to discuss before we go, or you want to start the weekend early? Did I just mute myself? I don't know. Let me know if you can hear me still or not. Because I know this microphone, when you move it into a certain position, it shuts off. Getting ready for the weekend. Getting ready for some fun. Getting ready for the weekend. How is Angel doing without me? Not well. Not well. My mom was just telling me the other day that she hasn't been able to go out at all for like 3 or 4 days in a row. She just would not. How's Angel doing without you? From what I hear, not good. My mom texted me the other day and said that Angel's been pretty much sitting in the house. She went out one time, but then she couldn't come back in. Like, she couldn't walk to come back in. And my mom couldn't handle lifting her butt. My mom had to actually call some friends to come over to help her just lift. And the dog isn't, well, see, that's the thing. To me, the dog isn't that heavy. So when I was there, I would just grab her butt and help her up and grab her butt and help her up. But for my mom and her friends, it's like they needed 3 of them to try and lift her butt up over the edge without hurting her. Me, I would just boost her butt. But yeah, I guess her legs are getting a lot worse now, and she can barely walk at all. So that poor pup, yeah. It might be that time, as I hate to say it. Actually, my mom says that everyone has been telling her, like everyone that knows her, has been telling her for a while now that it's time. But because Angel isn't whining and crying all the time, my mom's like, well, it doesn't look like she's in a lot of pain, or it doesn't sound. And it's see, that's the thing. It's like it's getting to the point now where it's like, is she doing what she's doing based on what's best for the dog, or she's doing what she's doing based on what she would like, more so than the pup. I mean, she's what, 15 years old now? I mean, we'll see. But yeah, so anyway, thanks for that, Graham. Let's end the show on a positive note. My dog's going to die soon. Isn't that great? But no. You know, I'm messing with you, Graham. So anyway, let's see. I give Oreo a baby aspirin in the morning, and that helps. Yes, that's exactly what my mom does with Angel. She takes a liver sausage and wraps some baby aspirin in it and gives that to her every day, and it does help. But it's still, it's just getting to the point now where physically, you know, she doesn't have enough strength in her hips to even lift her own weight. The dog, you know, probably. I dread the day when Tiny reaches that state. Yeah, it's going to be. Jaime Palmetto Bay says, free news now, Voodoo. I got, oh, you can't see it with the. I got the dolls right there. Yes. That's right. And I got the squirrel that was a gift from Ray. I love that girl. All right, so I got this, and then next to that is the Joey that I got from Griffey, and then of course the original baby Voodoo that I got from Unclean Hands, and then of course the Voodoo doll that I got from Salacious, and there's the guitar that I got from. Oh no, was that Robert Custos who sent me that? Dang damn it! It was with the world's smallest violin. Hey, Flower Power here. Hez, are you going to get your chair back? Well, okay, so this is the thing. This is where I'm at right now. Okay, so everything with my move last month or the beginning of this month, all of my plans had to change last minute because I had everything very specifically budgeted for a very specific amount of money. And then when I went to pick up the rental car, because I paid with the debit card, they told me there was an extra $500 fee. I didn't budget for that. So I had to change all my plans last minute. So then it became this big rush thing where I just came here just to get here because I'd already paid for this place in advance. But I couldn't bring all my stuff with me. So now what I need to do is I need to fly back to Florida, rental car, knowing about the extra $500 fee, get all my stuff, and drive back here with the stuff. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do that, but that's when I'll get my chair back. I'll get my real computer back and won't have to just do it on this laptop anymore like I'm doing right now. I'll have my microphone back. I'll have all my good, all my good stuff is still in Florida, just sitting there. It's all boxed up and packed and just waiting for me to just come, grab it, throw it in the car and go. But since I ended up having to fly down here, you can't carry a desk on the airplane, So yeah, and of course your Lego set, all of my fan appreciation gifts, the paintings from Judy, everything, it's all there. All I have with me is the little bit of stuff that I was able to fit in my bags to carry on the plane. I was only allowed to bring one suitcase and one bag. Like the jerseys and all of this stuff is stuff that I had. I have a storage unit out here, and there's a bunch of stuff that I still have in the storage unit. And that's another thing I need to do. I need to pick up all the stuff out of the storage unit because now that I'm back here, I don't see any reason for me to keep paying every month for a storage unit that I don't really need anymore. So hopefully that'll be fine and it'll all be good. Florida Jim needs a happy dance. No problemo, sir. I will be more than happy to throw Florida Jim a happy dance. Here you go. All right. All right. Yes. Brian Showman, one of the hardest moments of my life was having to sign a DNR. Oh man, that's got to be rough. The joke is funnier without my spelling mistakes. My morning is still going down the toilet quickly, but thank you. Oh, Florida Jim, you know what? I know something that might cheer you up. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. This is for Florida Jim, guys. Hold on. I don't know if this will cheer you up or not, but I'll try. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yeah. Look at this. Jose Ramirez, classical guitar. Oh, it's out of tune. Anyway, I know you love guitars, man. Check this sucker out. Yeah, I definitely need to tune this sucker up. Oh yeah, that's bad. Anyway, this is my dad's old guitar. I inherited it when he passed away, and it's been up here in my storage unit. I just picked it up. I got to restring it too. One of the reasons it keeps going out of tune is because these strings are all old and nasty. If you look close, you can see they're turning green because they're all oxidized and stuff because it's been so long. But I know you're into guitars, so I thought you might appreciate that. And I'll show you the other one that I also inherited from my father that I have up here with me because, again, it was already here when I got here. I got my Les Paul is at my uncle's house right now. He's keeping an eye on it for me until I get a chance to get all of my stuff. Katie said lost her voice. If it's not better later today, I might have to cancel Friday Night Crime. I'll do a community post if I have to cancel. Oh, guys, keep your eyes out for that. Katie said might have to cancel her Friday night show if she doesn't get her voice back. God bless Katie said. Let's hope she gets better soon. And here's the other guitar that I inherited from my dad. Now this one's an electric guitar. It's a hollow body. It's a DeArmond. Look at this sucker. This is a fat jazz box. Woo-hoo. Now this one's out of tune too, dagnabbit. Look at that. See, I haven't really had time to mess with these much since I've been here. There it is. It's the B. Oh, yeah. It's the B. Now let's try it. Yeah, man. And this is a nice guitar. This thing's really awesome. Anyway, I know you love guitars, and you said you're having a really bad day, so I was hoping that might maybe cheer you up a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, where's my... I didn't even think about it. My microphone's right here, and I'm talking. I've got a tuna. Got a tuna fish. Hey, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. First song ever to get banned from the radio. Rumble. Isn't it crazy that song used to cause fights? So much so that it was an instrumental. Anyway, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. I could do a whole show of just me noodling around on the guitar. In fact, I did. There's some old stuff from a couple years ago where I just went live and just played the guitar for a couple hours. But Can you fish with a piano? Oh, you fish with a piano, but you can tuna fish. But you can tuna. Anyway, Unflutter Butternutter, Jason Gutterman. What the heck? Yay. Kill Bill Volume 1. That's right. That did cheer me up. Thank you, Hez. All right. Thank you. Thank you. It's a great guitar. You just need to know how to play it. Man. I know how to play it. I'm just speaking of auditors. I had this thought this morning actually, because tax time's coming up real soon, and I came up with this. I don't actually think this is the case. It's a joke, but I had this idea. So I remember, when I was a kid, my whole life, and I specifically watching The Honeymooners. There's an episode where Ralph is getting audited by the IRS, and he's so scared when he finds out that he's being audited. He's freaking out. He's scared out of his mind. So he gets Norton and Trixie and everybody, and they're going over all of his bills, all of his receipts, everything, and he finds all of the tiny little discrepancies, and he gets it all down, and he goes down there, and he's prepared to admit that he accidentally didn't give him something because he didn't have the stuff and he forgot or whatever. And it turns out the only reason they called him was because he didn't sign it, or he didn't, dot a T or cross something stupid. And he was so relieved to find out that he wasn't in trouble. And they were so happy that he was honest enough to tell them about the mistakes he did find. But the point is, that was, the 50s. That was long before I was born. So there's always been this idea when you hear the word auditor that you think of something bad, something scary. I'm being audited. Oh no. You freak out because you find out you're being audited. And audit is this big, bad, scary thing, this horrible thing. Auditors are these terrible people that are just trying to get you. And then I thought, what if that's why First Amendment auditors decided to call themselves auditors? Because they know that people think auditors, they think of a bad thing. They think of a negative thing. They think of a mean person. They think of someone who's trying to take something away from you, that you have to be afraid of, that you have to be. So yeah, we're the auditors. We're coming to get you now. I don't think they think that, but maybe they do. Maybe some of them do. Anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that actually was the case after all. Anyway, that's because it was terrible, because no one can understand me. Welcome to the Hotel Frauditor Mania. Welcome to the Hotel Frauditor. My vocal cords are paralyzed. I just got over laryngitis and I couldn't talk at all. Oh man. Oh wait. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start turning comments into songs, just randomly, as improvisational thing. I'm going to read a comment and then I'm going to turn it into a song with guitar accompaniment real quick. I don't know how or why I came up with this idea, but I did. Ding dong, dang, dang, nabbit. Just finding some way to have some fun on a Friday. Hip hip hooray, it's Friday. Hip hip hooray. And every day you hear me say today's Friday. All right, so what was the comment? My vocal cords are paralyzed. I just got over laryngitis and I couldn't talk. My broken heart got paralyzed. And I just got over laryngitis. I couldn't talk at all. I left the patio. Happy I have become Frauditor numb. Haven't played that song in a while. Pink Floyd. Does tea with honey help? Tea. A tea with honey is always good in the neighborhood. Add some lemon. It'll make you funky. It'll help you through. Yeah. Oh man, I'm having too much fun. This is silly. Tea with honey does help. It pain wise, if you're just talking about if it hurts really bad, I know that cough drops that have benzocaine in them, those things will make your whole mouth and throat and everything completely numb. You won't feel nothing. Those things are really, really good. Not for me. The nerve. And I left vocal cord is dead. I don't think your mic is doing your playing any justice. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sure you can barely hear it. And it's probably all distorted, but not distorted like in a good heavy metal kind of way, but more you can't really hear the mushmash of gush gosh going on over here. Joe Walsh approved. All right. Yeah. I sound like a whispering death metal singer. I don't even, this isn't a pic, this is just a piece of paper. Really couldn't even hear that. That's your death metal riff right there. You put some distortion on that, and I'll tear the roof off a joint doing that stuff. The mic is trimming the volume in and out. Yeah. Oh well. This stuff is good. Where is it? I got it right here. Fisherman's Friend. Actually, I think Griffey gave me this one, but they sell it here. It's not just a foreign thing. These are really good. The original Fisherman's Friend. Menthol and eucalyptus. It helps with a sore throat a lot. In fact, with the way my sinuses have been today, I'll probably take one today and just suck on it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it. Eruption. Now, I need to get this stuff hooked up. Like, if I was actually going to play for you guys for real, I would need to have it set up so that the audio, like once I go to Florida and pick my stuff up and bring it back here and I have real microphones and all that. That'll help a lot. In the meantime, yes, I did douche canoe. This is what he does. He comes in, he asks me to do something. He leaves, I do it, and then he comes back and says, "See, you didn't do it because you missed it." Need to wait until you get a decent mic. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, guys, thank you once again, and as always, for being here. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world, as you know. Real good guitar work. Hey, well, yeah, again, You can't really hear it this way, but whatever. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget to join Uncle Artie tomorrow for apparently he has a Hezokuai appreciation special. It's going to be real interesting to see how that's going to go. Speaking of my guitar work, I love you guys. Don't forget to join me and Dr. Leno on the Saturday Night Snafu. I love you guys. I'll talk to you next time. See you later. And as the Elvis Gnome always says, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Time waits for no man, unless that man is Chuck Norris. If you spell Chuck Norris in Scrabble, you win. Forever. Chuck Norris breathes air 5 times a day. In the beginning there was nothing, then Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked nothing and told it to get a job. When God said, "Let there be light," Chuck said, "Say please." Chuck Norris has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning. If Chuck Norris were to travel to an alternate dimension in which there was another Chuck Norris and they both fought, they would both win. The dinosaurs looked at Chuck Norris the wrong way once. You know what happened to them. Chuck Norris tears cure cancer. Too bad he has never cried. Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked someone so hard that his foot broke the speed of light. If you ask Chuck Norris what time it is, he always says, 2 seconds till. After you ask, 2 seconds to what, he roundhouse kicks you in the face. Chuck Norris appeared in the Street Fighter II video game, but was removed by beta testers because every button caused him to do a roundhouse kick. When asked about this glitch, Chuck Norris replied, "That's no glitch." Since 1940, the year Chuck Norris was born, roundhouse kick-related deaths have increased 13,000%. Chuck Norris does not own a stove, oven, or microwave, because revenge is a dish best served cold. Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits.